Las Vegas casinos aren't soup kitchens. They're slick, souped-up money vacuums. With dazzling lights, pumping music, and free drinks, they lull you into dropping your guard, waiting for you to screw up. Some mistakes cost you a few bucks. Others can wipe out your life savings in one night. Here are 8 dumb gambling mistakes casinos pray you'll never wise up to. 1. That the 00 roulette trap is a rookie's worst nightmare. You might think roulette's just a spinning ball. Red, black, odd, even, what's the big deal? The gap between single zero and 00 roulette is like the difference between a paper cut and a chainsaw wound. Single zero wheels give the house a 2.7% edge, so for every $100 you bet, you lose $2.70 on average. 00? That edge jumps to 5.26%. And don't get me started on 000 wheels. Those 7.7% edge monstrosities are straight-up sucker machines for clueless players. Vegas casinos aren't dumb. They mix single and 00 tables, tucking the single zero ones in high-limit areas with steeper minimums, knowing most tourists won't notice. Pick a 00 table, and you're basically stuffing cash in the casino's wallet. Pro tip: always check the wheel for zeros. Single zero's worth the extra cost. It's your only shot at not getting bled dry. Why do casinos get away with this? Because most people don't bother with the math. Vegas's glitz and vibe cloud your brain, making you think it's just a few spins, no biggie. That no biggie is the casino's bread and butter. I saw a guy drop $5,000 in an hour on a 00 wheel, then whine about bad luck. Buddy, luck can't beat math. The house edge is ironclad. Single zero gives you a fighting chance. 00 buries you. Don't gripe about high minimums on single zero tables. It's your wallet's lifeline. Casinos won't tip you off. They're banking on you staying clueless. 2. Storming in without a plan is like tossing a bag of cash into a bonfire. Gambling isn't about gut vibes or luck. It's about discipline. The line between a sharp pro and a broke gambler? Self-control. Plenty of folks win a little, think they're the next casino king, and get lost in one more win and I'm out fantasies. Spoiler, they lose it all, plus their original stack. I've seen it in Vegas too many times. A guy wins $2,000, thinks he's on a hot streak, keeps playing, and by night's end he's down $5,000, slinking back to his hotel room. Seasoned gamblers know stopping when you're up is tougher than winning in the first place. You need a plan, set a profit goal and a loss limit. Try the win a dinner trick. Hit $100, pocket it, and only play with your budgeted cash. Even if you burn through the rest, you've got a nice meal covered. Sounds easy, but less than 10% pull it off. Greed and the casino's electric vibe make you think you're unstoppable. Casinos thrive on that. They know you won't quit, so they wait for you to cough up every cent you won. Discipline starts with a budget. Before you step foot in a casino, decide, how much can I lose today? Stick to that number like it's law. Don't bet on one more hand to turn things around. The house edge is a noose that tightens the longer you play. A buddy of mine hit Vegas with a $1,000 budget for blackjack, won up to $1,500, but didn't walk away. By morning, he'd lost it all, borrowed $500, and still couldn't afford his flight home. That story plays out daily in Vegas. Don't be that guy. Set a plan, stick to it, and don't let the casino fleece you like a chump. 3. That using credit card cash advances is a one-way ticket to financial hell. Your gambling cash is gone, the table's kicking your butt, and that ATM in the corner is winking like a lifeline, whispering, pull out more, you'll win it back. Don't fall for it. It's the casino's deepest trap. Cash advances come with 3 to 5% fees and up to 25% interest that starts ticking the second you swipe, no grace period. Example, pull $1,000, pay a $50 fee, plus interest that'll haunt you. Even if you win a bit, those fees and rates eat your profits like vultures. Worse, some folks hit the ATM multiple times in one night, each time thinking, I'm one bet away from breaking even. I saw a middle-aged guy in Vegas pull $1,000 3 times in one night, lose it all, and end up unable to pay his hotel bill, begging a friend for a bailout. Casino ATMs rake in more cash than you'd believe. But desperate gamblers are easy prey, and casinos know it. Pros set a hard loss limit before they walk in. When the money's gone, the game's over, no exceptions. That ATM isn't your savior. It's a loan shark deal you might pay off for years. Gambling's fun when you're in control, not when you're spiraling. Walk away when your budget's done. Don't let the casino turn you into their personal ATM. For betting too big is the fastest way to torch your Vegas trip. The casino's electric vibe makes people lose their heads, thinking all in is thrilling or letting friends egg them into big bets. Result? They blow their whole night's budget in an hour, standing dazed in the casino, vacation over before it started. Gambling's not about who's got the biggest guts, it's about lasting longer. Keep bets to 1 to 2% of your total bankroll. Got $500? Bet $5 to $10 per hand. That stretches your cash for hours and keeps the fun going. Want to enjoy yourself? Plan your budget, decide how many hours you want to play, and bring enough for at least 100 bets. Say you want 4 hours of play, 25 bets per hour on a $5 slot. That's $500 minimum. This gives you more shots at fun and maybe even a small win. But if you've got $500 and bet $50 a pop, you're done in 10 spins, left staring at nothing. Big bets don't just kill your wallet, they kill your vibe. Casinos love bold players. They burn out fast and hard. I saw a newbie roll into Vegas with $2,000, betting $200 a hand on blackjack like he was a high roller. Half an hour later, his $2,000 was gone, and he was griping about a bad table. Buddy, the table's never bad, math is. Keep bets small, stretch your playtime, and you'll survive like a pro. 5. Chasing lucky casinos is a fool's errand. Forget online chatter about loose slots or magic casinos that pay out more. It's all nonsense. Math doesn't care where you play. A slot with a 9% house edge works the same at the Bellagio or a dive bar. Random number generators, RNGs, run the show. Casinos only differ in game types, rules, and perks. Don't waste time hunting for lucky spots. It's just marketing fluff. I knew a guy who scoured the web for winning slots, hit up the recommended casino, and lost worse than anywhere else. Those tips are often paid ads or superstitious nonsense from other gamblers. Casino execs chuckle when they see people chasing lucky spots. Real winners focus on odds and rules, not fairy tales about hot casinos. Every Vegas joint is built to milk you the same way. It's all about how you play. 6. Falling for electronic scoreboards at roulette or baccarat tables is a sneaky psychological trap. You'll see players glued to the last 20 results, playing psychic to spot patterns. Some bet red because it's due, others chase black because it's hot. Those scoreboards exist for one reason: to keep you betting. Every spin or hand is independent. Balls and cards don't remember the past. The history on display is just random noise, useless for predictions. I watched a guy at a roulette table for 30 minutes, studying the scoreboard like it was the stock market. He spent 20 minutes cracking the red-black code, bet $500 with confidence, and lost. Undeterred, he dropped $1,000, lost again. He stormed off, cursing the rigged table. The only thing rigged was his brain. Casinos love players who see destiny in random results. Don't let those flashy boards fool you. The house edge is always waiting. 7. The martingale betting system sounds like a golden ticket, but it's a one-way trip to broke. The idea is simple: lose a bet, double the next one, keep doubling until you win back your cash plus a profit. Start with $5, lose, bet $10, lose, bet $20, and so on. You'll win eventually, right? Nope. Table limits screw you. Lose 7 times starting at $5, and your next bet's $640, but the table might cap at $500. Even without limits, your wallet won't survive a 10th bet, $10, $240 just to win back $10. Worse, The house edge doesn't vanish because you're doubling down. Every spin or hand, the casino's math grinds you down. Martingale players think they're managing risk, but they're trading huge risks for tiny rewards. I saw a guy try this at Baccarat, going from $100 to $8,000 in losses in 30 minutes, left with barely enough for a cab. Casinos adore martingale players. They lose fast and big. Forget surefire strategies. Math always wins. 8. Superstitious rituals are the silliest and most common casino blunders. People rub coins to heat them up, stand while playing for better luck, or pick machines near the door, thinking location matters. I've even seen someone crank up a slot's volume, believing louder means luckier. Pure nonsense. Every spin's ruled by a random number generator. Your stance, coin temperature, or machine spot changes nothing. I remember an older lady who'd touch the slot screen before every spin to wake up the luck. She lost $2,000 in an afternoon, blaming her half-done ritual. Casinos love these players. They waste energy on pointless habits instead of studying odds or setting budgets. The brutal truth: every slot spin is independent. Your rituals, lucky socks, or machine's volume don't move the needle. Focus on odds and discipline, not fairy tales. Casinos don't just sell gambling, they sell hope. Step into Vegas, and the lights, music, and free drinks scream, "You're the star tonight." That vibe's no accident. It's decades of psychology research designed to make you slip up. They create an environment where time vanishes. No clocks, no windows. Waiters slide you free drinks, making you feel like you're winning, but those cocktails cost less than what you'll lose if you keep playing. Even chair angles and lighting are rigged to keep you glued to the game. I knew a guy on his first Vegas trip who won $500 on slots in 30 minutes. He was buzzing, thinking he'd cracked the code. 2 hours later, he'd lost the $500 plus $2,000 of his own cash. But the casino made him feel this close to a big win. Slots are designed with near-miss effects, 3 symbols, one off from a jackpot, to trick you into thinking one more spin will do it. Truth is, every spin's odds are identical. Almost is an illusion. Pros stay cool. Don't think you're a gambling god when you win, or that one more will save you when you lose. Set a clear plan, daily win/loss limits, and stick to it like a robot. Casinos fear these players. They're immune to the hype and only play what they control. Vegas's layout is a maze, not to confuse you but to make you linger and spend. High payout games like single zero roulette hide in corners, surrounded by double zero tables and slots to lure you into worse odds. Hot slot zones near entrances or restaurants often have the highest house edges. Casinos know tourists flock there. Don't fall for it. Pick games carefully and dodge the obvious traps. Gambling's all math, and the house always wins. Every game's odds are calculated to ensure long-term profits. Slots return to player, RTP, is 85 to 95%, so for every $100 you bet, you get back $85 to $95 on average. The rest is the casino's cut. The longer you play, the clearer that edge becomes. I know a pro gambler who skips slots, sticking to blackjack and poker where skill can tilt the odds slightly. Even he says, nobody beats the house long-term. Best you can do is lose slowly. His trick? Fixed budget, walk away at 20% profit, or when the budget's gone, no exceptions. That discipline's kept him even in Vegas for a decade. Most players? They chase jackpots, believe in lucky streaks, and get crushed by math. Your goal isn't to outsmart the casino, it's to manage losses and enjoy the ride. Here's the story. In 2015, a friend hit Vegas with $5,000 for Baccarat. He's a sharp businessman, but casinos turn brains to mush. First night, he won $3,000, treated us to a fancy dinner. Next day, thinking he was on fire, he bet all $8,000 in a few big hands. Gone in an hour. Not giving up, he pulled $2,000 from an ATM and lost that too, barely covering his hotel bill. Lesson? Winning makes you reckless. Losing makes you crazier. Casinos know this. They'll never stop you from trying again. They'll hand you a drink, pat your back, and say, "Next one's yours." Don't buy it. Walk away when you win, and especially when you lose. The casino's not your buddy, it's your opponent. Gambling's fun for the thrill, the challenge, the occasional win, but it's not a cash machine. Every Vegas light, slot, and smiling waiter is there to loosen your wallet. Want to have a blast? Treat gambling like entertainment, set a budget, pick smart games, and stay sharp. Winning or losing secondary, keeping your head and your cash is the real jackpot. Casinos are smarter than you, with decades of insight into human weaknesses. But you can outsmart their traps with discipline and know-how. Here's hoping these tips make your Vegas trip less painful and more fun. Good luck, but more importantly, stay sharp.